How many times have you gone out running full of motivation only to end up exhausted after just a few minutes? You feel like no matter how hard you try, you're out of breath, your legs won't respond, and the pain kicks in again and again. Sound familiar? And the worst part, after all that effort, the results seem nowhere in sight. What if I told you there's a way to boost your endurance faster than you think, without getting tired, without suffering, and without those annoying aches? Yes, it sounds incredible, but there's a method that's revolutionizing how people run. And no, you don't have to be an elite athlete to use it. Today, I'm going to show you how you can run more, improve your fitness, and actually enjoy the process. If you're tired of feeling like running equals suffering, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Because yes, it's possible to run and enjoy it without wearing yourself out completely. So, what is the walk-run method? Let's get straight to the point. What is this method and why is everyone talking about it? It's called walk-run, or simply alternating between walking and running. And before you think it sounds too simple to be effective, listen to this. It's not about running until you can't anymore and then walking to catch your breath. No. This method is a formula that combines the best of both worlds so that little by little, you increase your endurance without feeling like you're dying in the process. Here's how it works. Instead of running nonstop, you set intervals. For example, you can start by running for 1 minute and then walking for 2 minutes to recover. Does running for just 1 minute sound like too little? Well, the surprising thing is that by alternating with walking, your body has time to adapt and, in the long run, you end up running more than you'd imagine. Did you know that even elite runners use this technique to improve their performance? Alternating between walking and running not only helps build your endurance, but also allows your body to recover better between intervals, meaning fewer injuries, less fatigue, and more progress in less time. It doesn't matter if you're just starting or if you've been running for a while, this method adjusts to you. You can change the intervals based on your level. If you struggle to run for 30 seconds, start there. Can you run more? Then increase the intervals. The key is finding that perfect balance between effort and recovery. And the best part, this method is designed to help you improve without feeling like you're about to pass out after every session. It's amazing what you can achieve when you find the right way to progress without beating your body down in the process. Now that you know what the walk-run method is all about, let's get into the practical side. How to do it and why it's so incredibly effective. Don't worry, it's not complicated, but it does have its science. First, you need to focus on the intervals. If you're a beginner, start with something gentle, like running for 30 seconds and walking for 2 minutes. Yes, just 30 seconds of running, and I promise it's enough to get you started. Then you walk to catch your breath. Why? Because while walking, your body stays active without the stress of constant running. And the most interesting part, during those 2 minutes, your heart, lungs, and muscles keep working, adapting, and improving. You're not wasting time. You're slowly building up your endurance. As you get more comfortable, you can extend the running time and reduce the walking time. For example, after a few weeks, try running for 1 minute and walking for 1.5 minutes. Do you see how you're progressing without feeling like you're about to collapse? And best of all, you're not punishing yourself. You're training smart. So why does this method work so well? The answer lies in the perfect combination of effort and recovery. When you run nonstop, your body eventually reaches a breaking point. But by alternating with walking, you give your muscles and cardiovascular system enough time to recover and keep working efficiently. And most importantly, you lower the risk of injury, which, as you know, is one of the most common problems with running. Also, this approach keeps your motivation high. It's not the same to think you have to run for 30 minutes straight versus knowing you only need to run for 1 minute at a time. It's much more manageable. This way, you keep adding running time without that extreme exhaustion that makes you want to quit. So, every session leaves you wanting more, and that's key to continuous progress. The key to success with the walk-run method is consistency and progression. Start slow, and before you know it, you'll be running more and walking less, and best of all, without suffering in the process. Now, let's get to the most exciting part, the benefits of this method. Benefit 1. Avoid injuries. How many times have you started running full of motivation, and suddenly, bam! A sore knee, a pulled muscle, or an injury that sidelines you for weeks or even months. With the walk-run method, that's drastically reduced. By alternating between walking and running, you give your body time to recover, minimizing wear and tear on your joints, muscles, and tendons. And that means you can keep progressing without the fear of those dreaded injuries. Benefit 2. Explosive cardiovascular improvement. One of the best-kept secrets of the walk-run method is how it dramatically improves your cardiovascular endurance. By combining moments of high intensity with periods of active recovery, your heart gets stronger and your lung capacity increases. And here's the surprising part. It does all this without making you feel like you're on the edge of your limits. It's like a turbo boost for your heart. You know what that means? That over time, you'll be able to run faster, for longer, without feeling out of breath. Benefit 3. Motivation and enjoyment guaranteed. Forget about those sessions where running feels like torture. With this method, every workout is an achievement. You're improving without suffering. Every time you alternate between walking and running, you feel stronger, more capable, and that keeps you motivated to keep going. In the end, you actually enjoy the process, something that used to seem impossible. Running stops being something you do out of obligation and turns into something you look forward to. And when you enjoy what you do, the results come much faster. Benefit 4. Constant progress without frustration. Maybe the most interesting part of the walk-run method is that it allows you to progress without feeling that frustration of not improving fast enough. The small gains you make week by week, like going from running 30 seconds to running 1 minute, add up, and before you know it, you've made huge strides. And best of all, without feeling like you've been pushing yourself to the max. This constant progress is what makes this method work so well. No plateau, just real, sustainable improvements in your endurance and ability. So, there you have it. Fewer injuries, a stronger heart, more enjoyment, and guaranteed progress. What more could you ask for? If you're looking for a way to run more, improve your fitness, and enjoy the process, the walk-run method is exactly what you need. It's the solution you've been waiting for. And here's the best part. This method works for everyone. Whether you've never run a day in your life or you've got some experience, the walk-run method is so flexible that it perfectly adapts to your current level and helps you progress at your own pace. If you're a total beginner, don't worry, this method is made for you. You can start by walking more and running just a few seconds. What matters is that you stay consistent, and little by little, you'll see how you can run more and walk less without effort. Imagine being able to say in a few weeks, "Wow, I can run for 10 minutes straight," when before, you thought that was impossible. And what if you already have some running experience? This method is for you, too. Many advanced runners use it to boost their performance without exposing themselves to injury. Even elite athletes apply it in their training to optimize their endurance and recover better. So, whether you're just starting or have been running for a while, with walk-run you can take your performance to the next level. The most interesting part of this method is that it doesn't matter your age, fitness level, or goals. It's completely adaptable. You can make the intervals longer or shorter, depending on what your body needs. You decide the pace at which you want to progress. And the best part? There's no one way to do it. It's a method designed so that you have control over your own training. So, the question is, what are you waiting for to try it? There are no excuses. Walk-run is accessible, effective, and anyone can benefit from it. Now that you know the walk-run method and all its benefits, what are you waiting for to give it a try? I promise, once you do, you won't want to go back to running the traditional way. If this video has inspired you to change your training routine, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more tips to help you run better and enjoy it more. Let me know in the comments how it's going with this technique. I'd love to hear about your progress. See you in the next video.